Shalom, 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 shalom. It's your brother YAHAWAH back at it again with another lesson through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH. Um, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, infinite glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, that teach well, that taught us his truth. And a hearty shalom taught Akim, the Akwas is tuning in. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. All right, now this lesson is called Halloween is Wicked. All right, Halloween is wicked. It's wicked. I mean, if we could go into different things of what it's going into, but you know, if you serve Yahweh by Shimi Awashai, you should not be serving Halloween. Now I want to get this real quick. I forgot what the churches Halloween, what they call it, trunk and treat. All right, now these churches, man, you know, a lot of these churches, they promote, you know, you could trunk or treat, okay, which is an idea from churches. Okay, you basically dress up, okay, you go from trunk to trunk, you do like Halloween, but it's a lot of churches that do this, okay, and they do this in the name of Jesus, okay. Jesus, sweetest name I know. You see, these Christians don't got it, man. Okay, so we're going to go all through precepts. We're going to go through basically what Halloween goes into, where it comes from, and why the Lord, how about Shimi Awashai, has told us not to celebrate it. Okay, so you know, a lot of these churches that trunk and treat, they're going off. All right, so we're going to go into basically Halloween. Let's get into that first, and then we're going to get the precepts. All right. So Halloween, where does it come from? Let's see. Halloween. And this is a big deal. A lot of people, this is their favorite holiday. Okay. And they have no idea that Halloween goes into witchcraft, satanic worship, all that, man. Okay. So Halloween, what is Halloween and why is it celebrated? Halloween, okay, contraction of All Hallows Eve, okay, a holiday observed on October 31st, the evening before All Saints or All Hallows Day. And that's another thing, these Catholics, man, they wicked as hell, okay? You see All Saints Day, or, you know, that's, I ain't even gonna go into it. It says the celebration marks the day before the Western Christian feast of All Saints. See, these Christians, man, they're really Satanists, and it initiates the season of All Hallow Tide, which lasts 3 days and concludes with All Souls Day. Okay, so we're gonna get into actually the satanic part of it and what it all stems from. You know, and Lord willing, it's edifying. It's a lot of meat to go through. But basically, Halloween is satanic. Okay, and it goes back to devil worship, witchcraft. Okay, even this man said, you know, you know, yeah, dang, what was the quote? You know, let me see if I can go back and grab it because I want that quote by Alice Christian or something. Crowley, his name's Crowley, A. Crowley. Let's see if I can find it. Lord willing, I can find it. Yeah, because it was a crazy quote. It's like, wow, you know. All right, this dude was a ultimate satanic worshiper, okay, and he pushed it heavy. All right, so and one of his biggest quotes was, let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah, celebrate. Oh man, I'm gonna be mad if I can't get it. Celebrate Halloween for one. Well, I seen the quote. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up real quick. Most of the brothers was tweeting it yesterday, but it's just like you know. In fact, I think I can find it. It says after one's own birthday, the two major satanic holidays are May 1st and Halloween. Okay, according to the Satanic Bible. All right, but I'm mad I can't get it. His name is Alistair Crowley, but it's all right though. Hallows Eve. What's that all about? Okay, it's Hallows Eve. No, Salaki. Why is Halloween called Hallows Eve? In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designed November 1st as a time to honor saints. Soon after, All Saints' Day came to incorporate some of the traditions of Samhain. The evening before All Saints' Day was known as Hallows Eve. All right, in the Samhain, that's basically a witch holiday. All right, it's like it. What Samhain means? Samhain was first observed by Celtic pagans. What? Pagans, okay? Samhain marked the Celtic New Year, the end of summer, and the end of the harvest season. It also signaled the beginning of winter, which they associated with death. On this day, the Celts believed the veil between the living and the dead was especially thin. Okay, and many of the practices of uh of the Samhain was wicked as hell. Okay, and I'm gonna read out just a few of them. It says, the meaning behind Sehum remains the same today. There are many rituals. What? Rituals. Okay, so you're doing a ritual if you're getting dressed up, getting costumes, pumpkins associated with Sehum today. These include dancing. Okay, you're gonna have a lot of people going out partying, feasting. Okay, people are making dinner, making big meals, taking nature walks. Okay, a lot of the things that the pagans believed in was bringing in nature to be worshipped as idols. That's why the Heavenly Father is so against Christmas, because Christmas is all about bringing in things from outside nature and basically worshiping it. Okay, basically decorating it and making it to be on a level. It says building altars to honor their ancestors. Okay, that's wicked. There are many parts to the altars Wiccans build. See, Wiccans are witches. Okay, so if you're celebrating Halloween, you're basically being a part of witchcraft, man. You're committing rituals. Shalom, brother. It says there are many parts of the altars Wiccans build to symbolize the end of the harvest. They include apples, pumpkins, or other fall crops. See, and a lot of people don't even be knowing that. To represent the spirits of the dead, skulls and skeletons are placed on the altar. Photos of deceased family members are also added. Some Wiccans bake loaves of special Sehun bread for the altar to feed visiting spirits. Okay, so basically, it's very wicked. Okay, I want to go into some of um what the Druids did. Okay, Druids Halloween. Okay. So many of the things that you do, that's from Halloween, you get it from the Druids. Okay. It says Celtic priests called Druids celebrated Halloween many centuries ago in Ireland and Scotland. The Druids thought that Halloween was the night when the witches came out. It says, as they were afraid of the witches, they will put different cloths and painted their faces to deceive the evil spirits. They also placed food and small gifts near the doors of their houses for the witches. Okay, I remember when the elders was going into it, how the druids, they were the first ones to do the bobbing of the apple. They would basically heat up this thing and knock on your door. And they would basically tell you to bring a child, or you would have to basically give up somebody for a sacrifice. That same person, they'll be taken out, and they will basically have you sit. They'll tell you either dunk your head in and pull an apple back out, okay, and you'll be able to live. Or if you didn't do that, you will be put into what they would call the Wicker Man, okay. And the Wicker Man was basically like a ritual to where they will put a human being into like a wood person, and they will burn it up, okay, and you will become a sacrifice. Okay, so it's many things that these devils do. Look, man, these devils was wicked, man. It's a lot of kings. It's a lot of stuff that I'm doing. I want to get like what are the what's similar, what different rituals that we do, that are the same to the Druids. It says true origins of Halloween, pagan, Druid, or Christian. See, a lot of you Christians don't know, man. Most of your Christianity is wicked, you know. So we're gonna go straight into a Halloween. Okay, All Saints, yeah, your costume, the dance. I want to get the actual representation of it. Um, Salaki Kings. Where do you get pumpkins from? Let's start there. And I'm gonna grab a scripture right after that too. Cut in the pumpkin. Halloween. Where do you get? My bad. Man, it's gonna drive me crazy if I can't get it. How did the pumpkin become a symbol of Halloween? Okay. It's gonna drive me crazy. Salakia. All right, I'm gonna get the precepts and then I'm gonna get back to the information. I had a few of them, but I can't find them right now. So I'm gonna start with Second Chronicles 6:14. All right, and then I'm gonna get the rest of that too, because I really do want that. What my man said. This is Second Chronicles 6:14. Oh, Second Corinthians. Salakia. All right, so this is Second Corinthians 6:14. Be not un, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. See, a lot of these people that celebrate Halloween, Christmas, they're unbelievers. They don't even really know what the scriptures pertains. Okay, they don't know that the Lord is highly against you lighting up, you carving up pumpkins. You know, you out there dressing up. You know, indulging in the different rituals of Halloween. Okay, it says, "For what fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness, and what communion have light with darkness?" So, by you being a part of, being with all these people dressing up and doing all this wickedness, why would somebody that's righteous be doing indulging in something wicked as Halloween? You know. So I'm gonna grab the rest of it. Salaki Kings. I want to find that. Salaki, what old boy said. So you're not supposed to be linked up with these unbelievers. You're not supposed to be serving idols. Okay. Yep. Hey, this is a beautiful scripture too. It says, "In what agreement have the temple of Yahawah with idols?" Okay, these different churches. What are you doing? Promoting trunk and treat. You know that's wicked as hell. It says, "For ye are the temple of the living power, Yahawah Bashem Yahushai. As Yahweh said, I will dwell in them and walk in them. I will be their God, and they should be my people." So there's no reason that we should be indulging in Halloween. Okay. What do we get? What do we get for Halloween? Okay, Sam says Halloween's origins can be traced back to the ancient Celtic festival known as Samhain, which was held on November 1st in contemporary calendars. It was believed that on the day the souls of the dead returned their homes, so people dressed in costumes and lit bonfires to ward off spirits. All right, that's wicked. That's wicked. All right. I want to get what it goes into the witches and Halloween. Okay, I had a beautiful one a little while ago, basically showing you all the things that you get from this. And you see these people promote this. How did witches become associated with Halloween? Many young women especially believe that Halloween was the best day for divination. Okay, so it's the best day for doing witchcraft, and would often seek out fortune tellers to find out the names of their future husbands. Woo. Okay, so again, we're not supposed to. Scripture says what? Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. It says this mashup of traditions and beliefs across millennial led witches to becoming a symbol of holidays celebrating the Maccabee. Now I'm gonna show you why they going off. All right, I'm gonna show you why they going off. What is Sehum ritual? There are many rituals associated with Sehum today. These include dancing and feasting, taking nature walks, and building altars to honor their ancestors. All right, and that reminds me of that day that the Mexicans do, the Day of the Dead. There are many parts to the altars Wiccans build to symbolize the end of the harvest. They include apples, pumpkins, and other fall crops. Okay, druids, sacrifices. So literally, the witches, it's one of their calendars. I want to see if I can pull that up real quick. Salakia, which is calendar. Okay, so if you look on the witch calendar, um, and like I said, we're not to deal with witchcraft or witches or none of that. Okay, so if you look on there, Sehun, this is supposed to be Halloween. That's a witch holiday. When you look on December 20th to 23rd, that's a witch holiday, which goes into Christmas. When you look at March 22nd and March 19th, that goes into Astera, which is Easter. Okay, so all these different holidays that's promoted in this society are all days of witchcraft, days of wickedness. See, Sehum, Halloween, that's a witch holiday. Yule, winter solstice. Okay, that's Christmas. Austere, spring, the spring equinox. You see, so all these things are basically nature things. Okay, the wheel of the year, and it's heavy, man. All right, and they do all different type of sacrifices around this time. Okay, let me see if I can pull up, and I'm gonna still get this too. Sacrifices on Halloween. Okay, because tonight is a big night for sacrifices. All right. It says Halloween, kids treat or pagan trick. Many Christians celebrate holidays as such as Halloween without thinking about their origins or true meaning. It is impossible to separate Halloween from the Druids because they originated the holiday. For several hundred years before Mashiach, the Celts inhabited what is now France, Germany, England, and Scotland and Ireland. Celtic priests were called Druids. These people were eventually conquered by the Romans. Information about the Celts and Druids comes from Caesar and the Roman historians. Greek writings from about 200 BC and very early records found in Ireland. Greek and Roman writings about the Druids dwell heavily on their frequent and barbarian human sacrifices. The ancient Irish texts say little about human sacrifices, but detail the Druids' use of magic to raise storm, lay curses on places, kill by the use of spells, and create magical obstacles. So the Druids were actual witches, okay? Davies, however, a 16th century writer who traced his family lineage directly back to Druid priests who fought against Caesar, clearly describes the human sacrifices of his ancestors and the secret sacrifices still performed regularly by the Druids of his time. Okay, so the Druids were big on human sacrifice. What does that have to do with Halloween? Okay, well, I'll show you. All right. Once fascinated by the Druids. Oh my gosh, man. And all this, man, you could literally read all this by yourself. All right. But I'm going to get it from here. Okay. The modern custom of going from door to door, asking for food and candy goes back to the time of the Druids. They believed that sinful and lost souls were released upon the earth by Sehum for one night on October 31st. While they awaited their judgment, they were thought to throng about the houses of the living and were greeted with banquet laden tables. People greatly feared these spirits and thought that the spirits would harm and even kill them if the sacrifices they gave did not appease Sehum. They carved demonic faces into pumpkins. That's why you carve pumpkins. Or large turnips, placing a candle in them to keep the evil spirits away from their homes. The tradition of bobbing the apples or giving out nuts came from the Roman edition of the Druid New Year's Eve. The Romans worshiped Panoma, okay, another false god, who was the goddess of the harvest. They combined their harvest festival to harmonize with Halloween, okay? So Halloween comes from many different paganistic things, okay? The widespread problem of harmful substances such as razor blades, drugs and poisons and needles, etc., being placed in Halloween treats here in America is no accident. Testimonies of several ex-Satanists show that these children killed and injured by the treats are sacrifices to Satan or Sehum. Satanists throughout the world continue to perform human sacrifices on Halloween. Okay, so the Druids were big on human sacrifices, and that thing was pushed on Halloween. Okay, so I want to get more on that. Salakia. Matter of fact, let me pull up a preset. Because all this goes back to the Druids. It all goes back to sacrifices, all goes back to witchcraft, which the Lord tells us not to do. So let's get the precept, okay, because we're not to do this. Witchcraft. Okay, these are the precepts going into witchcraft and spirits, you know, and all the wicked things that these people want to do. This is Exodus 22:18. Thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. All you women out here dressing up as witches, as doing different voodoo and all these different things like that. Well, according to the Bible, the Lord's going to put you to death. Okay. Another precept, Leviticus, man, Leviticus 20:27. A man also or woman that have a familiar spirit or that is a wizard shall surely be put to death. So you people that like Harry Potter, you're a wizard, Harry. You're supposed to be put to death. Okay, there's not supposed to be wizards or witches. Okay, they shall stone them with stones. So if you were a witch or doing magic, we will literally gather you up and throw stones at you till you perish. Their blood should be upon them. So that's a commandment. That's in the law. This is also in the law. Leviticus 19:31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits. You're not supposed to go to somebody that's a tarot card reader. You're not supposed to be trying to do divination, Ouija boards. You know, you're not supposed to be diving into trying to promote Halloween and witchcraft. It says, or that is a wizard shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, and their blood shall be upon them. Okay. It says, regard not the familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. See, even going to somebody for a tarot card reading can defile you. I am your Lord, your God. So the Lord is our God. We're not to go and do wickedness like that, man. Okay. Revelations 21:8, pure cut. But the fearful, unbelieving, and abominable, and murderers, and whoremongers, and sorcerers. You want to be a sorcerer? You're doing rituals and Halloween? Okay. The Lord said what? And idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake of fire, in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, and which is the second death. Okay. So literally, anybody that's diving into witchcraft and sorcery, the Lord said you should be put to death, man. All right. So I'm gonna continue with the information. Basically going into the sacrifices, you know, and the different things like that. So sacrifices on Halloween. Why is that? Okay. Yep. Halloween isn't about candy and costumes. Halloween isn't about candy and costumes for modern day pagans. Halloween is for modern day pagans. All right. And man, that the quote that Aleister Crowley said, he said he's happy that the Christians allow their children to come out for one day to serve the spiritual demon Satan, man. Okay. Heavy. And witches. All right. So Halloween is for modern day pagans, and witches mark Halloween with reflections on death as well as magic. So if you're celebrating Halloween, you're promoting witchcraft, man. This Halloween, there are likely to be fewer. Matter of fact, let's skip up. Let's just skip up. It says concerns over the Salaki. In Salem, Massachusetts, the place associated with the infamous witch trials of 1692 and the epicenter. This is the epicenter of Halloween gatherings. People going to large gatherings require a negative, whatever. But for members of the minority religion of Wicca and witchcraft, part of the contemporary paganism, Halloween has never been primarily a children's holiday. See, Halloween has never been about the children. Just do it for the children. Let the kids get dressed up and have fun. It's not about the children. As a sociologist doing research on contemporary pagans for over 30 years, I have observed it is a mark as a sacred day known as Sehum, which is a witch's holiday, okay, in which death is celebrated. Death is celebrated on Halloween. So by you dressing up, going out there, you know, you're liable to be given into somebody putting a spell on you by giving you candy. Somebody could grab you up, snatch you for human sacrifice. You know, tonight is a night where human sacrifice is promoted. Okay, it's done all over. It says this Halloween they might have something to teach us, both about the acceptance of death and staying safe. Okay, so all of this comes from witchcraft and look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this, kings. Wicca as a religion began in Britain in 1950s. In the U.S., it came to incorporate the elements of feminism. Come on, man. So if you part of that femagender, you in that witchcraft, man. All right, man, come on, man. See, it's so much information on here. It says Sehum, the most important of them all, has inspired modern day Halloween celebrations. Sabbaths. See, Halloween is a witch Sabbath day to celebrate the beginning and the peak of each season. Remember, to be a pagan is to promote nature. It says, and that is Wicca. That's what Wicca is, which corresponds to the mythology of changing relationship of the god and goddess. See, going off. All right. So literally, you can read this on your own time. I don't really want to get all this whole thing, but really it's just, when you dive into the basis of Halloween, you see how it's more and more about of witchcraft. Okay. I want to see, where do you get Halloween rituals? Yeah. All right. See, so you could be going into Halloween rituals and not even know it. What are the rituals of Halloween? Over time, Halloween evolved in the day of activities like trick-or-treating, carving jack-o'-lanterns, festive gatherings, or donning costumes or eating treats. Those are all considered rituals in Halloween. All right. 13 rituals to celebrate Sehum. So by you doing these things, are you basically you're serving a false god? Okay. Sehum is a time-honored tradition followed by witches and Wiccans, ancient druids, and countless other modern pagans across the world. Celebrated as October turns to November. Sehum is a festival of the dead, meaning summer's end. And though we're probably tempted to pronounce it Sehame, it is actually pronounced as Sewin or Seween. All right. What is Seween tradition? Celebration, Salaki. Tradition holds the Sehum is a celebration of the end of the harvest and the start of the coldest half of the year. With this transition, it is also celebrated as the beginning of the spiritual new year for practitioners, which is nicknamed the Witch's New Year. So today will be a Witch's New Year. How to celebrate Sehum. Sehum is typically celebrated by preparing a dinner to celebrate the harvest. The holiday is meant to be shared with those who have passed on as well as those who are still with us. Okay? Man, all this is heavy. All right? Set up at a table for those in the spiritual plane, provide an offering for them upon every serving throughout the meal, in addition to those who have passed. Invite friends, family to enjoy the feast with you. Typical beverages includes mellow wine, cedar, mead, and are to be shared with the dead throughout the meal. All this is just going on, man. All right, I'm gonna just be real with you, and it's way more. I wanted to get the picture of it, man. I'm mad I can't get the picture that I was saying earlier because it described it perfectly. It's so many things that people do that they have no idea they're inviting spirits into their own house, man. Okay. So I'm gonna get some precepts, because I've been babbling. So let's get the precepts. This is let's get dang, that's a fire precept. This is Amos 5, and we're gonna get 21. All right. This is Amos 5 and 21. Yeah, I want to get it from this one. Woo! Fire. And this whole chapter, it goes in, It says, I hate and I despise your feast days. Oh, man. All right. See, today is a feast day to the pagans. And the Lord hates it. He despises it, man. When you despise something, you can't even be around it, man. It says, I will not smell your solemn assemblies. There's going to be a lot of people assembling themselves. Oh, they're going to be meeting up with family, different people, having dinner. It's all a ritual. Okay. It says, though you offer me burnt offerings or your meat offerings, today they're offering different meat offerings, burnt offerings, but they're offering to false idols. I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. The Lord doesn't care about it. He doesn't want nothing to do with it. Okay, let's get some more precepts. Let's get more. All right. This is man, that's a fire precept too. Salakia Kings. I want to get that First Corinthians. Yeah, First Corinthians 10 and 20. Fire. All right, this is First Corinthians. Oh, I didn't. Oh, Salaki. I put 100. Yeah. All right, this is First Corinthians, and I'm gonna get it from 10 all the way to 20. Salakia Kings. My computer want to give me hell. All right. So this is First Corinthians 10, and I can really get it from here. It says, behold, 10 and 18, behold, Israel after the flesh, are not they which eat the sacrifices partakers of the altar? So if you dressing up, okay, as a damn costume, and you going out gathering candy, assembling with family, talking about happy Halloween, aren't you sacrificing? Aren't you a partaker to a wicked altar? Okay. It says, what say I then? That the idol is anything, or that which is offered in sacrifice to idols is anything. Okay, so what you're doing, you can't say, oh, I didn't know, Lord, or I didn't think it was wicked. Okay, but I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, these heathens, what the things they sacrifice for Halloween, Christmas, Easter, man, all these damn holidays, they all sacrifice to what? They sacrifice to devils. Because when you look at what Halloween goes into, it's a sacrifice to the dead. It's a witch's Sabbath. Okay, it says, and not to Yahawah. So these witches, they're not praying to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. They're praying to the spiritual demon Satan. Okay, so Halloween is not of Yahweh, it's of Satan. Okay, and the scripture says you can't be a part of Mammon, and you can't and be a part of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. You got to choose one. Okay, you can't be Baal and Yahweh. No, you got to choose one. Okay, because the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai is righteousness. Baal, Mammon, and the spiritual demon Satan, that's all wickedness, man. It said, I would not that you shall have fellowship with devils. So the Lord is an ultimate parent. You're like, man, I don't even want you to be with them devils. I don't even want you to fellowship with these heathens. I don't want you to be there gathering with them on Halloween. All right, you out there with a whole bunch of Edomites. Yeah, happy out. No, man. All right. Man, our people are finished, man. All right, I'm gonna grab some more of this too, because it's more meat on that. It's just, when you look at our people, man, it's like you can literally do research on many of these things, but they don't want to. All right. And we're not supposed to do. Let me see if I can get that traditions of men. You ain't supposed to be trying to follow the traditions of man, yo. Salakia. Let me see if I can pull it up. Woo-wee! Come on, man. Colossians 2 and 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. Oh, it's just for the kids. It's just for the babies. Go let them kids get dressed up. No, man. You trying to spoil me through philosophy. This is wicked as hell, man. Halloween is wicked. After the traditions of man, a tradition of man is Halloween. A tradition of man is Christmas. Everybody jingle bell, jingle. It's a spirit, man. It's a spell. When these holiday seasons come around, it's a spell, man. See, like they just said, they say it's the witch's new year. They start off with they got that, they got Yule, they got Asher, they got all these different holidays that come back to back to back. That's why these people that's in that Christmas spirit, that's in this holiday spirit, they're under strong witchcraft. Okay, you listen to Christmas music, it's like a damn spell, man. You'll find yourself dancing to it, man. It says after the rudiments of the world, not after Hamashiach. So these people are trying to spoil you into the philosophies and traditions of men, the traditions of the world, instead of the traditions of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Khan, hey, Shalom, King. Let me bring out some of this. King got some heat up here. Yup. 1 Thessalonians 5 and 5. Ye are the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. See, we're not the children of darkness. We're not the children of wickedness, man. There's no reason you should be out there talking about trick or treat. You look like a damn fool, man. Especially you being a grown adult. Okay. You being a grown adult. It says Ephesians 5:7 from YAHAWAH's messenger, be not ye therefore partakers with them. You ain't supposed to partake in the wickednesses these people about to do. You know, people trick or treat, knocking on your door. You better put a sign outside your door. I don't celebrate Halloween. I don't deal with this wicked day. This stems from Wicca, man. Okay, which is witchcraft. All right, this for my brother again. YAHAWAH's messenger, Ephesians 5:8. For ye were sometimes darkness, but now ye are in the light and the Lord. Walk as children of light, man. You're supposed to be walking in righteousness. All right, don't be seeking after aid. This is a fire precept. Wisdom of Solomon 1:12. Seek not death in the air of your life, man. That's death. Okay, when you look in Halloween, it goes back into death, man. Pull not upon yourself destruction with the works of your hands. By you going out there, going to go party with somebody, you going out to the club, or, you going to celebrate with family members, you put yourself in a danger zone, man, because people you could get drugged. Somebody can lace you, somebody can kidnap you, man. All right. This is one of the biggest nights to where sacrifices, kidnappings, all these different things happen, man. Okay. So you have to ask yourself, do I really want to be a part of this? You know, man, and you look at this, man. This doesn't look righteous. Okay, I want to see if I can find like more information on it. It says Halloween facts. The jack-o'-lantern. Okay. Let me see. Man, I want to see if I can find like the origins of like where they get all like the pumpkin carvings, all that, because I had a video. Okay, origin of Halloween traditions. Trick-or-treating on All Souls Day in England, people would give out pastries in exchange for prayers for dead relatives. That's where you get the origins of trick-or-treating from. See, it's a worship the dead. Masks and costumes. Ancient Celts would wear masks to avoid being recognized by ghosts. See, now you got people out here walking around with costumes tonight. That means you're partaking in the ritual. Jack-o'-lanterns. Scary faces were carved into turnips and potatoes in the Middle Ages to ward off evil spirits. Okay, and I believe that they did that even with the Druids. All right, in pagan harvest celebrations, orange symbolizes crops and black represents the death of summer. Heavy. Let's see if we can get some more. All right. So like I'm gonna grab the precept off the comment board too. All right. This is Ecclesiasticus 19:5 from YAHAWAH's messenger. Whoso take a pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned. You take pleasure in this wickedness, dressing up, happy out, hey, you're done. But he that resists the pleasures, the crowneth his life. So, hey, us brothers that's gonna stay in tonight, that's not even gonna deal with this situation, hey, we're gonna be good. Trick means to deceive, the works of the devil. Con. You ain't supposed to be trying to trick nobody, man. Hey, it's pure wickedness, man. Let's get some more. It says origins of Halloween. It's so small. I can't even get it. Apple bobbing. Many have come through merger of Romans. I want to get that. The apple bobbing, and the wicker man. All fire. All right. So it says apple bobbing, wicker man. All right. Woo! I'm about to scare a lot of people, man. Lord willing. I'm about to scare a lot of people. We spoke to a druid about the occult history of apple bobbing. Oh, so bobbing my head in an apple could be wicked? Yes. The practice of cutting open an apple to reveal that the most potent symbol within, that the pentagram, is still carried on today. It's particularly to Sahum and Halloween. All right, so I want to get this, basically get right into it. All right, so it says proponents of this theory claim that the Sahum, which also takes place on October 31st, was prime time for offering humans to the gods. And it ain't no gods, it's only YAHAWAH. They were sacrificing to idols. Supposedly, the druids of the British Isles will force villagers to bob apples from huge cauldrons of scalding hot liquid. This is what I was talking about earlier. Okay, they would come knock on your door and they would actually force you, Okay, if you didn't have a pumpkin out there or a sacrifice, they will actually snatch you up and tell you you could either dab your head up in this, all right, and if you live after you do it, you'll be good, all right, or they would just throw you in the wicker man if you refuse. It says, and get their faces scalded. They will heat it up all the way till it's just so hot that if you even put your face in there one time, it will just fall off, man. It says, and get their faces scalded or be decapitated and thrown into a burning wicker man if they refuse. An offer that sounds way more hardcore than trick or treating. So they would knock on your door, trick or treat, and if you didn't have like a child or a sacrifice, they would trick you, you know. All right, that makes for a great Halloween story, but it doesn't mean it's true. It is true. Okay. We spoke to Tony Lott, a writer and current day druid, to unpack the murky past of apple bobbing to better understand the occult significance of the apple. Okay, that's heavy. All right, so the pumpkin, the dressing up, all that, we went into basically, reasons of why all this is wicked. Okay, now I want to get one more thing. Okay, basically going into Wicca. What is Wicca? Okay. See, Sehun gains popularity as more take up witchcraft in New Jersey. Woo! Come on, man. Okay? This is what Halloween is really all about. Hey, what they say? The Christmas spirit? This the Halloween spirit right here, man. All right? Right here. What she got right here? She's doing witchcraft. Okay? The YAHAWAH Shimmy Shy. So, I didn't want to make it too much into this. You could really go into it and research it on your own time, but it says why paganism and witchcraft are making a comeback. Okay, so there's a lot of people that's starting to serve more into witchcraft. You see these Edomites, this is their heritage. This is Edomite culture. Hey, being a witch and Wicca and all that, hey, that's Edomite culture. All right, let me see if I can grab one more. Sehun rituals. I got the pumpkin, I got the apple bobbing, I got the costumes. Let's see what else we could get. Rituals and traditions. I got the trick-or-treating. What did I miss? I feel like I'm missing something. Uh 5 Sehun rituals you can perform for Halloween. Yeah, we got that. How to celebrate Celtic Sehun. All right, we should get that to see like basically what's the difference between Halloween and that. All right. So let me see if I can pull it up real quick. If I can't pull it up, it's okay. It is what it is. But yeah, basically Sehun is basically a witch worship. Okay. It's all about doing wicked things. Okay. 8 ways to celebrate Sehun. Perfect. Okay. Sehun is the precursor to today's Halloween. It's a precursor. It's what it comes from. Okay. So it's basically just wicked as hell, man. All right. So I'm gonna get this precept. I'm gonna get this, and I'm gonna grab a precept after this. All right, 8 ways to celebrate Sehun as a family. Have a feast or have harvest goodies. Invite family, friends, and neighbors. Okay, like I said, you have a big feast tonight. Make a memory table honoring loved ones. You got a whole plate or where you basically for family, people that died. Basically like how the so-called Mexicans do the Day of the Dead. Spread your festivities out of over 3 days in a traditional Celtic way. So basically doing dances, rituals, and feasts are all ways of connecting with the special energy at this time. So basically you're going into it like a trance. Okay. It says write down the habits, activities, and feelings that you want to let go and burn your list in the same fire, stating your intentions. Man, I ain't even gonna dive more into this, man. It's all wicked, man. All right. So, hey, man, Lord willing, is edifying. Let me grab these couple precepts. I got them in my phone already. This is Romans 14:5. One man esteemeth one day above another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. See, you got these heathens believing that Halloween is just a big festival, like it's something to be truly honored when it's not. Okay. Let's get another one. This is Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Man, let's start it from 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi, speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. He's talking to his people. Thus saith the Lord, Yahawah Ba'ashem Yahawashi. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at it. For the customs of the people are vain. All right? They're vain. These people have vain customs. All right, so literally, we're not to follow the ways of the heathen. Halloween is one of them. Okay, so literally, you know, don't be one of these people that wants to be a part of Halloween, celebrating it. You know, try your best to stay at home tonight. You know, don't try to, go out there. Driving. It's going to be a lot of people drunk driving tonight. Like I said, it's a major time of human sacrifices, rituals, sex trafficking. So it's just better off to just stay home, man. It's better off to just pray tonight. Ask the Lord, to keep your home safe, to keep your family safe, and and endure, man. This day is almost over. We still got to get through Christmas, Yule, all these wicked holidays. You got to go through Thanksgiving. That's another wicked holiday that's coming up. So endure, brothers. And don't follow these holidays. You can. Let's say if you got family members, they invite you over for Thanksgiving. They invite you over for well, I don't want to say Christ Mass, but they invite you over for dinner or whatever. You just because you eat this, it doesn't mean that that you wicked as hell or that you're gonna be destroyed. It just means you, if you're gonna be around people, don't indulge in activities. Let's say if you with family members, you have to be there. You don't have to say happy Halloween. You don't have to say happy Christmas, Merry Christmas and all that. Let's say like for the younger brothers, the brothers that's younger, let's say your mom, you got a mom, she do Christmas. She got a Christmas tree in the house. You can't take it down, man. You just gotta deal with it. That don't mean that you have to, put presents under there. Now you just don't deal with it at all. She take you, she make you have to go to see the family, whatever. You can eat the food, but that don't mean that you're indulging in the ritual. Everybody else, they could be you know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all these different things. But as long as you know in your spirit that you're not dealing with it, hey, you good, man. Let's say for the younger brothers, you got a whole bunch of people doing Halloween stuff around you in your house. Go to your room, go play the PS4 or something. Go go watch some lessons. Stay in the spirit. All I'm saying is tonight is going to be a time of great troubles, man, and you gotta stay your best to be in the spirit and not indulge in the activities that's about to go in tonight. All right. Shalom to the brothers. Shalom, King. Y'all brothers be going in, man. The service of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. Go follow those brothers. And like I said, man, tonight is going to be a dark time. So stay in the spirit, keep praying, and do not celebrate Halloween. With that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, that teach well, that taught us this truth. Amen. We almost out of here, man. Like Elder Gabar always say, you only as good as your last lesson. So keep going, keep pushing. Don't put down the plow. Shalom.